come around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Well, let me ask you, Harish. Harish, was this political vendetta? Was this an extension of the Sanatan phobia that has been on display over the last several months?
Whenever there is something kind of this nature comes in, you always try to portray as if the entire state government is against one particular religion. That is wrong. And we have 80,000 plus temples which has been running peacefully among millions and billions of people inside. And number two, Mr. Sadhguru is not a saint by himself, right? And he is a professional godman who is a corporate godman who is making millions and trillions of money through, and he has so much of cases pending against him. And this case, when it is a habeas corpus filed by a retired professor to bring back his two daughters where he is approaching in the High Court. And the High Court is giving a clear direction to NAP what is happening inside the Isha Foundation. And where comes the state government role in this? And then with the High Court directions, the Isha Foundation has been raided. And the submission should be happen by October 4th in the Madras High Court, which is what the direction is. And before that, the Honorable Apex Court of this country immediately within a single day took the case from the Madras High Court and make sure that the police investigation, whatever the reports they have generated, should come to them directly to the Supreme Court. What is the need?
Are you accusing the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of India? Are you accusing
No.
What else? That is your
perception. That is your perception. I am.
You just said
hyphenated. I am perplexed as a citizen. Why to some extent, for some of them, the Supreme Court or any court acting in a single day, whether it is Salman Khan or whether it is Sadhguru case, where the Umar Khalid has been fighting for 4 years without even a trial.
Okay. So Anand Ranganathan, as a citizen, aren't you perplexed that a habeas corpus, if it has to be followed also, does it require 150 people of the Tamil Nadu police to raid Isha Foundation's ashram in Coimbatore? As a common citizen, are you perplexed by this action of the Tamil Nadu police?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. There are a couple of issues out here. First of all, I'm very glad that the erudite spokesperson of the DMK or the supporter is talking about Supreme Court. It was the Supreme Court that said the bail should be denied to the Coimbatore bombers, the terrorists. And it was the Tamil Nadu government that ignored the Supreme Court directions and released them. So much for adhering to the Supreme Court. The point out here is twofold. Number one, it is no one's contention that the DMK government is anti-Sanatani. There's no point even talking about it when the sitting ministers are talking about eradicating it, when another sitting minister is saying Hinduism is a menace. These are parasites, these are dengue, mosquitoes. So there is no doubt about it, and there are ample evidence to prove that. The question here is not about the government, Navika. The question out here is about the honorable judges and the High Court. The question is not about the legislature, which is clearly performing its duty as it deems fit about being anti-Hindu. The question is about the judiciary. And here I'd like to make a couple of points. Look at the double standards. When the High Court stays mum, when Darul Uloom almost ratifies Ghazwa-e-Hind, then High Court doesn't step in. High Court doesn't step in when the Supreme Court and other justices say, why are you being so touchy when an MLA or an MP is just wanting to burn Ramcharitmanas? At the same time, they castigate Nipur for quoting a scripture, holy scripture, and burning the country down. The double standards are absolutely apparent when the Supreme Court refuses to open the criminal cases against Kashmiri Pandits because too much time had elapsed. And 6 months after that judgment, they say make a SIT to investigate the criminal cases against the Sikhs in the Sikh genocide that happened 7 years earlier. This is the discrimination out here. What was the need? Yes, I agree. A petition was there. It must be investigated, no doubt. But what was the need for the High Court to be so conceited and I dare say misogynist in saying Sadhguru has married off his daughter and the daughter is living very well. Why is the Sadhguru then having women living as hermits in the ashram? What is the point of High Court talking about this? Is it not the job of the woman, an independent woman, to choose as she pleases how she wants to lead the life? That is the problem out here. You have two standards that are being exhibited by the judiciary. It's not about the government in this case at all. It's about the judiciary.